Well, good evening everyone once again and welcome along to Inside Line Racing Season 4 for Round 6 of ILR4. We are here in the Principality of Monaco for the 6th round of the ILR4 season. Chill Drive currently leads the championship by 10 points and we're in for probably a very interesting and probably chaotic race. And joining me in the comments box is of course Mr. Evil Dragon. We're back together once again.
Yeah, it's like a happy marriage. We've been together, we've been apart, so it's not really happy. We're back together. We're at Monaco. It's not raining yet. What could possibly go wrong around one of the tightest circuits in the world? I'm expecting there to be a monumental shunt in this race.
Well, we just had the brand new update file for F1 come out today, and apparently it's going to make safety cars more frequent if a crash is on the racing line. So that should make things interesting. And I think the rev glitch is no longer a thing, thankfully.
No,
so, but of course this is going to be the debut in the game, of course, of the Hypersoft tyre, which is who we're going to see a few drivers out on, because it is the softest available compound for Pirelli. And the problem is, they can pretty much go the entire race distance.
Yeah. The really good thing is, though, it looks cool on the Force India.
Yes, all matching.
Pink and pink.
However, not every driver is opting for that. We can just see Chill Driver Championship leaders out on the ultra soft tyres and Carl Meds out on the supers. So we're probably going to see a mix-up in strategy. But most drivers out on the hyper soft tyre. So, Monaco. Right, Evil, pick someone to go on a hot lap with.
Let's go on board with games. The game's just giving me King, so let's go on board with King.
Right, King, where is he?
Then, just coming
P10.
down into Raskas.
Yeah, right.
So, away we go then. Out of Amphinode, back down the straight, onto a lap round Monte Carlo. Quick as you like, then. Little King down to the turn one. Of course, up into the braking zone then. Now up the hill. Oh, he's in the wall.
Never mind.
And, well,
moving on.
Never mind. Continuing onwards. He's in the wall. Could be worse. Who else have we got on board?
Right. How about we go on board with the championship leader?
Let's go on board with Chill Drive then. Coming through Raskas then. Coming down to Amphinode. And then on board we go with him. And let's see if he can do a lap round Monte Carlo then. So little King. Always difficult this little corner head. Down up into turn one. Sandovot. Quick down into third gear. Up the hill they go then. Just rises and rises and rises up to sixth gear, up to seventh gear, 170 into the casino section, then long left into a quick right. What's out for the bottom here? You can easily get your car airborne, then down into Mirabeau, if I'm not mistaken, that is. Through they go. Now down into Lowe's hairpin, or station hairpin, whatever you want to call it there. Doesn't really matter. Down into Portier. Senna crashed here famously. Walks home. And never came out again for a few hours. And they come then into the tunnel section under the hotel. We'll lose audio contact there for some of the drivers, but through they come then out of the tunnel, down into the Nouvelle chicane. Chuck it in left, quick flick right, a little bit left. Now into the back. The one corner of this circuit that hasn't changed at all since its inception. Taps the wall there into swimming pool. Easy enough there. Get it on the exit, hits the wall and doesn't end up in the wall there. Reads well nearly, and he backs off his lap.
That was actually exactly where Ocon crashed, pretty much. Right there.
Exactly.
In the same car. But we have a Mercedes... Well, actually, it's a Williams one too, actually. Never mind. Rich is currently on provisional pole 110.4 and Mr. Sky on a 111.2. However, we have Carl and Nicolo who did their laps on the Supers in P4 and 5. So we've got a mix-up there.
Cole coming in through the last couple of corners there. P7, through he comes into Amphinodes. Famous for the statue of Fangio, I believe that is, sitting down at the exit of the corner. Goes up to P2 there. 110.6. A good lap from him then. Who else on the lap currently coming through the last couple of corners? And it's a good question. No idea.
Let's see if we can find who the closest person is, maybe. Probably gonna be...
Trent... No,
maybe Y-Racer, actually, yeah.
Coming into the swimming pool then. Chuck it there with his green helmet. Through he comes, taps the wall on the exit there. Luckily no damage to be done. Through the last corner into Raskas. Easy do it. First gear, build it up there. Look for the film on the right. David Coulthard puts that there every single year. Yellow flags in sector 2, so someone's gone off somewhere. Although the car's into turn number 1. Gets through okay, then that is P3 there.
On the supers.
Yeah.
And J. Cole, wow, 109.8. And this guy was a reserve and has now got a full-time drive in the Renault. He won last time out, I think.
Yes, he did.
That'd be
Spain,
yeah, he did. So
Cam O'Dare.
Well, Cam's got
what has happened there?
I'm not quite sure.
O'Dare.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, he's lost the front wing there, so he's going into the back of someone there, it looks like. So, because front right end plate off, that's going to go straight to the pits then. We're going to have no downforce now. We'll have a little. It's going to be like 2019 aerodynamics, just a little bit off-centered. But,
yeah, pretty much.
Joe on the Hypersofts coming through the last couple of corners there on his lap as well. Here he comes and backs off his lap actually as well. This phone goes wild. So
yeah, I have it turned off now.
3 yellow flags. So someone's made a mistake there, and there is the Force India of Cam going. Oh, that's Chill Drive going into the back of the Mercedes. Force India calamities here as the Mercedes driver has been imploded.
Right. Well, it's always gonna happen around Monaco if it's anywhere. So let's have a look. Anybody else on the lap? We have this lull in qualifying now.
Yeah, we've got a chopper going up the hill there. We've got Skylar going through the casino section of that. Of course, the casino on the... Well, there's both actually. I believe casinos on either side, if I'm not mistaken. But from what I believe, and from what I worked out, only tourists can use the casino. If you're a citizen and trying to use
that is true.
You will be arrested and shut down.
Right.
So,
I'm going to... just going to have to stick the camera on there, as I've got to take a phone call. Take it away, Evil.
Well, here we go then, and I don't know who you're on board with, but we'll find that out in a wee while. In comes the Ferrari into the pit lane. Nicola there coming through the tunnel, and look at the little car, that Ferrari there. Blasting with its fluorescent red. He's hit the wall. Oh dear. Now, you're probably wondering, where's Jess? Well, where is Jess? That is a good question. She's doing ILR3. That's why I've got Mr. Super. I was going to have Vetcher, but of course, hopefully everything's okay with him. He seemed to have a bit of an issue earlier on, but hopefully everything was okay for our good old friend Vetro. Early flags in sector 2. And here we are. Williams, Mercedes there going up the hill. And there is the Mercedes going down a hill. Lots of hills, like hills. Circuit alive with the sound of V6s. Doesn't really sound that good. So we'll just say it's a V8 for a while. There's a helicopter up there. You can't see the helicopter, but it's a very big helicopter. We're currently looking at Sky, who's going up the inside there into Casino, and there's car in the wall, and oh, God! He's in the Armco! There's a car on fire! It's Kingdom, he's gone off as well! He's locked straight up into the hairpin. And, well, all disasters there. Ferrari going down into the last couple of corners there. That is into Portier then, the middle of the circuit. Carl coming through from the beginning of the circuit there. He's going into turn number 1. A little of a bit of a lull here, bit of a dull moment here as we're waiting for cars to finish. Sector 3 yellow flags. So who's gone off there? No idea. 2 yellow flags. So something is going on somewhere around this circuit, but I cannot see where anything's going on. The cameras are being not very nice. That might be the reason why. There is Robo without a front wing. He was in the wall, coming into the pit, and that needs to go in qualification here. If they have a one for it, the coast is Europe. Expect the unexpected. Expect some drama, excitement, and anything else on that list of stuff as well. Then he comes. And well, this will only be going up or down. Let's see what can happen. Soup is back, and well, it's been an interesting accident. A car went into a wall. And everything's running well.
Right. Right. It's getting close up top. Cole leaves went P2, 109.97. Rich P3, 110.0. Ooh, okay, I just saw somebody get in the wall in the Nouvelle Chicane on the way out.
Indy yellow flags flying around the back of the circuit as well. So yellows aren't doing very good. On board of the Sauber we go there. That is Sauber of Farfy comes into the pit lane very gingerly there.
Chill drive P3.
Currently fastest lap of this race. Prix going slowly there. Chill drive P3, like I said. Redson as well. We got yellow flags again in the last set there. I believe that might be one of the Renaults going a bit slowly there.
Yeah, everything's back to normal. You can see how close it is between third and fourth. That's 0.008 of a second between them there.
Indeed. And then look down at Chopper and Sky very close together as well. So a lot of drivers very close together. Talking about Sky, he's going through down out of Casino, down over the bump. One of what's out for that one there. I've seen many cars get airborne over that bump there. Down into Mirabeau. Out he comes. Chuck it into the left-hander here of the hairpin. Nice and slow, 27 miles an hour. He's caused back to this lap, of course. He's on and in that. Not a lot of ERS in that car.
Yeah, Ritson out on the track, actually.
It's going to be a little interesting, isn't it? These drivers around this circuit, ERS is going to be very difficult.
Yes, but plenty of opportunities to save it up. So if you want to put on an attack, you can. But there's just very little opportunity. There's going to be a lot of follow around. Whoever gets pole position is going to be set for the rest of the race, pretty much.
Indeed, and the Williams there going a bit slowly there. He's getting out of the way of all the drivers there, running very slowly in. Yeah, 53. And that is of Sky going very slowly indeed. Building up this pace, of course, and presumably going in the pits this lap as well.
Yeah. When I said Ritson was out on track, I meant Huberto, of course. So he's gone out on the lap now on the Ultras, it looks like.
Yeah, he does Ultra soft size there. Up the hill he comes then. Sewing Hypersofts on our end, of course, but he's definitely Ultras, I believe. Definitely a little more purple. Purple on orange.
It shows you the tyre that they were last out on, and they set their previous lap on. So,
and we've got a car off, and that is the Hassler going off down to the Nobel chicane. He's got it back going again there, so misbraked himself there royally. Luckily, though, the barrier a little further away than it used to be back in the olden days. Of course, back in the olden days, it would have been the sea.
Yes.
And that's not a good thing to go into. Don't go into the sea. It's like Grand Prix. Anyway.
Yeah, if you've ever seen that movie, you'll know what happens at the Nobel chicane, pretty much down here.
Doesn't end well.
No. Anyways, Huberto coming through the swim pool section. A little bit loose, but that is such a good section when you get it right. Into Raskas, where we saw one of the overtakes of the season last season in ILR2, where Sam nipped it down the inside of Raskas for the race win. Huberto comes across the line and goes 10th fastest, 1:10.7, 1.1 seconds off of the fastest time.
4 drivers having to set a lap, by the way, so a lot of drivers struggling down the back. Robo trying to get a lap done as well. He's been in the wall more times than anything.
Oh, we got a car stopped.
Car stopped, you're saying there's someone on the circuit.
Yeah, it was Carl, actually. He was getting out of the way of, that would have been Robo, actually. Or potentially one of the other cars. Jay Cardi could have been, actually.
Yeah, well, Robo, is he going to get a lap in? Yes, he is. Is it going to be very good? Yes, it is P11 there, so just slows himself behind Roberto. That's on a lap then. Let's go through that. Jake Harvey coming through the last couple of corners in the Haas. Sideways out he comes there into the last 2 corners. Build it up. Blast into the line. And let's see what can he do. It's going to be... Oh.
Ah, okay. Now he's backed off right at the end for... probably to save the tyres, potentially. To cure the tyres in.
Through. I can't see who that is. I think code just improved slightly. Rick through the last couple of corners in the Williams. Let's see. Through he comes then, and here we are then, crossing the line. Can he improve?
Pole.
Yes, that is yes.
1:09.71. Still really close. It's about a 10th of a second between these guys. 1:09.7.
Now Joe up to
P2.
P2.
Oh, look at that. Pull that one out of the bag. That's super close. That's 600ths separating these guys. So now we got a Williams and a Mercedes on the front row currently. Good lap. Very good lap. Got more to come though.
Yellow flags. What can Cahill do? He's going to be the next man to come through. Finish his lap, of course. He's on his out lap right now. But after he comes into the last couple of corners, I see he's on his out lap, but yeah, he's definitely on his out lap. Either way, through he comes into the last couple of corners there, past the little cone that tells you where the corner is. The circuit deceiving, especially in the cockpit camera. You don't realise how low these cars are. the only thing you can see is barrier. You don't get to see what we see of these nice fancy buildings and everything they're like looking up, because you never get time to pay attention around Monaco in real life or even in the game. Someone's gone off there, down out of Casino there, it looks like, because there's debris everywhere.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell what it was. I think it might have been the Sauber of Farthborough, because he's going slowly through Sector 1 as Coley makes his way past. Robot Jeep's retired, so he's done for the session.
Damon's fast, stopping the car there, and in the wall goes one of the Ferraris there. So the Ferrari driver in the wall getting held up by the Haas, meant the Sauber, who is being a little bit of a hassle there. Either way, through comes the driver. So that's a difficult circuit.
Yeah, so Coley's coming through the swimming pool section now. See if he can go quicker. Really committed through that section. And into Raskas now. Probably going to be potentially a slower lap, because he seemed to get caught up with that traffic. He's going to run to the line and is going to set not a non-quicker lap time, but he's going to have another go at it now.
The yellow flag left for one of the slow-moving drivers as well. Yellow flag's going to be flying around this circuit.
Yep, it's for drivers just backing up to try and get some space for their laps, mostly.
Yep, far damage on that front wing, it looks like, in the Sauber Alfa Romeo.
Yep, J. Cole on the lap now as well.
And indeed, everyone's starting to begin their lap. Joe comes out on the circuit, 1 minute to go. He's not going to get another lap in, actually. Joe's left that far too late. He's going to have to cut the chicane if he wants to get another lap in, I feel.
Yeah, he's not going to get, definitely not going to get another lap in now. So, Ritson has left it to the dying moments.
Oh, Trent's gone off into the last corner. He's made a roadblock. He's made a roadblock
no.
there. And oh dear.
Now, he's going to have to wait to get going again.
Time. That's going to impede all the drivers' laps there into that last corner. You can see him.
J. Cole fastest.
Weaving. J. Cole up to P1
Pole.
there. Trent's gets it back going.
Yeah, but that would have affected some laps there.
Joel's
cutting the chicane to try and get a lap in. He's just cut the Nouveau chicane.
I told you I'd have to do that. He'll have to cut the swimming pool.
Yeah, he's not going to make it. Definitely not going to make it in time.
Yeah, he's cutting the swimming pool.
He's cutting all the chicanes, but he's going to get backed up by Y Racer.
He's not going to make it.
He's not going to make it. Oh, there's going to be a roadblock there as well.
And my goodness there, and that is the Mercedes driver.
And Y Racer's just got a penalty for that. Wow.
I mean, simply ridiculous there. I mean, absolutely.
Wow. Also, I didn't even notice. Ritson went P4 on the Ultras.
Wow. What drama. He's still on a lap here if he can do it. He's very low on the ERS deployment, but he can still improve. Can he improve?
It's a masterclass.
He's down in the second sector. Can he get this last couple of corners? Taps the wall. In he comes. Oh, off into the wall. And that is not what you want to do for the McLaren driver.
Oh, even
and
quicker.
Faster.
109.4. So can anybody... Oh, yeah, Ritson's made a roadblock at Raskas. Anybody else can improve. Chill Drive can't improve. Coley, I don't think is going to improve. No, he's not going to improve. Anybody else? Y Racer's finished his lap. Yeah, I think pretty much everybody's finished their lap. Carl Meds is going to be the last car to come through.
Oh, there's a car in the wall in the last corner. Who's that? One of the Force Indies there? Is that?
It's Chill Drive, I think. Yeah.
Chill Drive, yeah.
Right.
In the wall. Carl doesn't improve. Held up there in the last couple of corners, but goodness me.
So there you go. J. Cole on pole. It rhymes.
J. Cole with an old pole. From a Ritz guy in second. From Joe in third. Ritson there in fourth. From Cole there in P5. Chill Drive isn't chilling very much there. Well, one can see anything he's chilling is in the wall. Good place for Y Race low. Bit of a penalty though, unfortunately. It looks like that's a ludicrous penalty there. How big of a penalty is it though?
It's a 5-second grid drop, or 5-place grid drop, sorry.
Well, I mean, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, these penalties here, I mean, absolute stupid.
Yeah, so he's going to drop to 12th.
Yeah.
That's a big one. But Ritson, really good position there on the Ultrasofts, P4. He's going to come into play later on, but J. Cole on pole.
It is going to be a British 1, 2, 3, 4 from the Austrians, from the British, from then it's going to be the old Netherlands. England there and P8 ahead of the French. Two more English drivers there. Then it is the Welsh. England. UK, and then we have the good old Italians, and then a Scotsman.
At this point, J. Cole really needs to be careful because he might end up promoted. He could be in ILR3 next week because we had our championship leader in ILR2 promoted to ILR1 in this week. So drivers do get promoted and demoted depending on pace. And that's the way it works. That's why we have a tier system.
We believe that Gav Pig was never invited, so that's where our other driver is.
Thankfully, it's not raining.
Yes, thankfully.
Very, very thankfully.
However, it still could rain. We don't know, of course. Someone will have to let us know what the rain is going to be doing in this race.
I think it's probably going to be a full dry race.
Indeed, we'll find out. I'm going to eat myself a Jaffa cake.
Right, you enjoy those Jaffa cakes. Right. So, go for the formation lap now. And let's have a look at these tyre strategies. Okay, yeah, we got some mix-up here. So, we have Ritson in P4 on the Ultras, Farth on the Ultrasofts in 9th, Trenchgun on the Supers in 10th, Huberto's opted for Supers. Everybody outside the top 10, of course, has opted to not use the Hypers. So it's got a good mix-up in strategy here.
Indeed, the question is, though, are we going to see them disqualified on the formation of that?
Well, let's see.
We're going to keep it nice and clean.
It's a Renault leading from a Williams, from a Mercedes, from a McLaren.
Indeed, have we lost our cam there? I think it's been disqualified. Kingdom goes into the wall there.
Yeah. So, J. Cole coming through the last sector to form up the grid then. And whenever I say J. Cole, I cannot take my mind away from the fact that his name is very much similar to the rapper.
Indeed, well, let's see what happens, of course. Long race, 39 laps around Monte Carlo, so this is going to be very difficult, isn't it?
Yes, you cannot lose focus. Now Cole's come to the line a little bit early because Cam is still in the swimming pool. So he's going to be sitting there for a little while, and those tyres are not going to get any warmer.
No, unless they decide to do some good old burnouts, of course, and roll spinning themselves on the grid. That's not going to warm the fronts up.
Cam almost put it in the wall.
Let the AI take over right now as he comes to the line. Let's see, though. One race we're going to have, though. Are we going to see contact in turn one? Or it's going to be all clean? Let's find out, though. Last car coming to the field. There is Cam in the Force India, then. So let's go to the front drivers, of course, and it will be 5 red, shiny lights. And it is, after an age, and it's underway, and let's see who's going to good start then. It looks like they've all got clean off the start then to go into the first corner. Oh, they haven't in the background. They most certainly have in the background and got contact down there, and there's 2-3 cars in the wall.
Yeah, it was an Alpha. I definitely saw Sauber in the wall there, but Cole got away really well. Rich from Joe, from Ritson, from Chill Drive. Everybody staying pretty much clean apart from that incident down the back. It looked like it was Ryan Berry.
Down the inside goes one of the Force Indians there, and that is Chill Drive trying on the outside of Ritson. There's contact there into the hairpin.
That's not going to work.
He'll be squeezed out just about, contact in the background there. He got bunching up there down the back.
He's got through somehow.
And an incredible piece of driving there from Chill Drive, but has he got it though? Not yet, because the McLaren's still going to come back down the inside, led on the brakes, chuck it down the inside. Is he going to get it stopped? Yes, he is. More yellow flags going on down the field.
Yeah, that was pretty much payback from Ritson right there, because it was a bit of a dive bomb from Chill. Should have put it in the wall, actually, into back. So Ritson gets his own back in Cole already. 1.1 seconds clear. He's pulled out of the DRS range after one lap. Now we got yellow flag in sector 3.
More trouble there. Sideways going through there, and that is Trent's gone off and think so. Yeah, Trent's gone rail down the back there. He did put it in the wall somewhere.
Joe is in disaster for your third place, man. Broken wing.
Yeah, no ring. That is. a mistake there. And already the field starting to spread out a little bit now, low, but never say never. Jaco, low, flying array already, though. He's got that gap up now to almost 2 seconds from Ritson. And Childrive there, 3rd and 4th.
Yep, Childrive's all over him. And in the background, you can just see Chopper on the back of Coley as well. Jaco's absolutely... He's walking away with this.
It really is, and that is the thing, though. Remember, like, 37 more laps of this circuit, of course. It's going to take just over about 40 minutes, of course, to fit. So anything can still happen. It very much certainly will happen. But the question is, are we going to see these drivers nice and gentle? Are we going to see them aggressive like the last lap of every lap?
Yeah, let's have a look at your biggest movers. It's going to be Y Racer up 4 positions, which is pretty impressive for Monaco. So now 1:13.0 and 2.3 seconds clear up front.
Indeed, brings back good memory seeing drivers fly themselves up the hill around Monte Carlo, of course. Up they go into the casino section, of course, most of the drivers. But it is those super soft tyres of Cam right now on my screen, who is leading this race for some reason, so that's not right. But there we go. Now he's back down to 17th where he was. And it is Jaco leading this race now. So good to see the game doing its usual.
Yeah, Jaco was pulling about half a second a lap on these guys. And Childrive might be under pressure here. Coley's having a look in the tunnel, and he's having a look in the tunnel. Gets squeezed almost into the wall, but he's got the move done. And
down
back down
he goes.
That's going to be
contact.
How has he saved that?
Oh God! And a penalty there, and I mean,
oh, contact in the back.
Oh, there's a pile up. I think that they've just got themselves unsorted there, so contact down the back there, and I mean, just ridiculous penalty there, and in the wall goes. I think that was Herberto tapping the wall there.
Yes, it was.
So contact there, and I'd say the ridiculous penalty there from Cohy there.
Yeah, he just got. He will get that removed for sure. He had to catch an oversteer moment. Not really much he could do, but I mean, it was an amazing save. So
and look at Chopper now having a look as well as he comes over the hill. Yeah, run themselves down. He's got a good run here. He's going to try up the inside of Mirabeau here. Let's see. He had a look. Thinks about it. Can't do it there, though. He'll do a dive move there. Has to sit behind here. Just play your game here. And now he's starting to get the Trilly train forming there down there from 4th down to about 7th or 8th, I believe that is. Yep. Field drive. 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. So how he's got that, I do not know.
Yeah, well, I just noticed Ritson closing up to the back of Rich now, as you can see from that time gap. He's just underneath the DRS range, so he will have DRS this time by. As Childrive, I think, is struggling with wing damage. He's definitely got wing damage.
Look at this group, so by the way, down from about 9th position there is now Farfetch the wall, I believe that is there in the Sauber there. We got, I believe, 9th all the way down to about 14th there. So lots of battling going on. Yeah,
let's see if Chopper's going to have a move on into turn 1. There's not really anywhere to do it into turn 1. Run up the hill. We definitely saw some moves into Matinee. He had to think about it.
Covers him off. Robo gets a ton penalty now then. So unlike last week we saw no penalties. Now we've got loads of penalties. Still trying. Here we go. Has to look down the inside. There'll be contact nearly. Has to back off.
Just see Carl Meds has just got past Farthborough as well. He did into the casino section, it looks like. Now into the tunnel. Let's see if Chopper can do it this time. Oh, in the wall as well. Wyrace just hit the wall in the background. Watch the Haas now as he bump drafts the Force Indy.
Oh, contact! Massive accident! Oh, God!
Horrible accident on the way out of the tunnel. Surely a safety car here. Wow.
Oh, shot there.
It's a massive accident we've just had there on the way down into the Nouvelle chicane.
And that car almost rolled it there. Into the wall goes Rober as well. Safety car surely has got to be deployed there. But no, it hasn't, I don't believe.
No, it has not.
We've not got the inside goes the Ferrari, and there's even more contact there as the Ferrari loses a part of its front wing there. Down the inside, it's trying into the last corner. They're all getting rather bunched up now. as the filters decide to go in there. We've got 2 cars in there, Right Racer and Skyen.
Right.
A huge drama then already.
Definitely surprised me that we didn't see the safety car because we had the exact same crash in ILR5 and we had a safety car, but I guess look at the draw. Here comes Carl down the inside of Huberto.
Yep,
see if he can get this one done. And yes, nice move.
And the brakes, nothing he could do that. Now we look behind there. Now look at the Sauber coming through and trying to get that position as well. So everyone's bunching up here. We've got 4 or 5 cars very close together here. And let's see what they can do.
Yep. So, Chill Drive first retirement, and that is kind of just a massive because Chill Drive is out, and he is your championship leader. So, he's going to be a non-scorer.
Oh, another car off into the wall, and that is Kingdom. He's gone straight on, it looks like there. He can't turn, and that's going to cause problems there. Surely a safety car now has got to come out.
Where has he gone off?
At the hairpin. He's gone straight into the wall down in the lowest hairpin there. Front wing off. Okay. More cars in the pit lane now, so they're all jumping in.
Yeah, that was Coley onto ultra soft tyres now. So that was his scheduled stop, it looks like.
I've said from that contact though earlier on there, who was it who speared the other car in the wall there? I can't remember who it was.
I think it was Chopper.
Yeah, Chopper there, just a little too optimistic. Let's try the cutback because we know this game has that little bit of a bubble.
Yeah,
of course, unfortunately, spun him round.
But now, Huberto, he's in prime position to take the lead of the championship.
The only thing he has to do is finish, but the question is, can he finish?
Yeah, and he's got his other championship rival behind him, Jay Carty, third in the championship, and is only... What is he? He's 13 points behind him in the championship, but yeah, so it's close. So the championship is up for grabs here. Interesting.
Well, I mean, I can only say one thing, of course, here, and let's just look down the field, of course. Still battling going on potentially here, and that is the battle there is Joe gets a 3-second time penalty as well there, and I'm looking at Jay Carty there. Yes, we've got a battle potentially growing between 7th and 8th position here, potentially 9th and 10th as well. This is very close together as well. And I have to say, like, in these new era of cars, they have to say Joe's rather struggling there up the hill, and trying to put on pressure here in the Red Bull. He's been in the wall once this race so far, and all very sideways there.
I think J. Cole's starting to struggle because Rich is closing like a missile on him. And I think he might have picked up some wing damage. I think he's got wing damage on the left-hand side of his wing, potentially. Maybe not. Maybe just tire degradation.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like it there.
No, he's got wing damage. He's lifting through the swimming pool.
So let's see who'll come in this lap then. Let's see. It's a prime opportunity here for the Ultras. He's going to come in. Yes, he is. His rate's going to come in. No, he's going to stay out there. So he's going to try and take the lead of this race. Let's see. Is it going to be a new front wing? I think I see, is that a new front wing then, so just a little bit of change then, so maybe a little bit more, a bit of gaffer tape.
New front wing for Chopper. Sector 2, we got a yellow. Oh, okay, so we had Fartbro just lost it on the way down into the tunnel. He's managed to save it somehow, but he's lost a bit of his front wing.
Indeed, Trent's gun getting out of the way of these guys. So something's going on here because Trent's gun has made a mistake, I think, as well. Because he's now...
yeah, he's had to move out of the way of these guys.
So something's going on there.
Yeah. Okay, so Rich on the push now. He's trying to get the overcut on our net race leader, J. Cole. But he's now right up behind Huberto. So he's going to need to get this move done.
Have got the rev clips again, so that's no good there.
Right, here comes J. Cole in the Renault versus the McLaren Renault. Is it going to be any fight put up? Maybe not. Huberto puts on the defence and parks the bus. And watch the exit from J. Cole, no way through.
Trent's gun leaves there. Huberto there parking the bus. This is only helping Rich here, who's going to collapse absolutely massively here. Look, he just can't get past. He's going to have to try and launch it up the inside to
Into
Rascats,
Rascats, maybe.
Close.
No, Huberto
can't
probably...
do it. Just sit behind.
And Huberto doesn't have to come in because he started on the super soft. Now, this is going to be close on the pit exit. Watch this. There it goes. Whoa! That was close. J. Cole almost running into him, and he's got picked up a penalty as he tries to get past Mancini, and now he moves out of the way. Oh, that was costly.
Costly, but effective. Now, look all of a sudden at the Haas here of Jay Carthy's right with these guys as well. Remember, he's still
Fartborough's out.
We've got another car out, and that's the third time. And now, where's that
exit of the tunnel? Exit of the tunnel at the Nouvelle chicane. He looks like he's piloting the wall there. So.
Oh yes, he has lost the rear wheel soup. So he's hit the wall down on the little kink there. So he spun the car around and lost the rear wheel. And you can see all the drivers missing there, and they're all getting penalties because of it.
Alright, let's see if Rich can make the move on Huberto. No, doesn't look like it yet. Fart just yeah, that's a big... he's gone off in a big way there.
So he clipped the wall there.
Sector 3.
Left rear, Sector 3's yellows as well. So someone else has gone off. I think it's Cam who's gone off soup because he's dropped right down there. So no, maybe it's not. I think that might be yellows. For,
yeah, it's Cam. It is Cam. It's a slow car. That's as he was moving out of the way.
Yes, it is then. It's a good spot. And now look here at Kohi trying to come through here and pass Nicolo then. So this is the battle there, and now Huberto drops and he's been overtaken. He's been punted into the wall soup, actually.
And now he's under pressure from...
He's going to come through.
Yeah, so... These guys are both on similar strategy. Oh, Jay Carty's hit the wall on the way out of the casino.
Don't want to do that now. Look at all these cars here. Co's got loads of cars. He's got 3 cars in front of him here who all have yet to stop. So these guys are just running wild in this race and are ruining the guys of 9th, 10th, 11th here are all just stuck behind him here. Look at Joe here. He's just pushing the Red Bull here. Move over, he says, I'm going for 8th. And let's see, is he going to launch one up the inside? Contact! Just about survives.
Look at the train of cars we got here.
All aboard the Huberto train, you might say then.
It's pretty much the McLaren train, yeah. He's done 10 laps on those supers. J. Cole, fastest lap. He now, because he's picked up a penalty, he needs to get the push on, build a gap. He's going to be going to the end of this race.
And now,
Coley
is going to be...
Why is Coley coming?
He is in there. That is an odd stop there. So, getting off those tyres or something there. So maybe he got a puncture or hitting a wall or something. It didn't look like it.
Maybe, but he switched... He switched to another set of the Ultras, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
As Cam gets lapped there by Jacob, so we're getting out of the way there. So not a good afternoon there for Cam.
Meanwhile, in the lead of this race, it is Ritson, who's leading by 7.7 seconds over Carl Meds, and those guys have yet to stop, of course.
Indeed. Right racer here on the back of Chopper, who's on the back of Sky, who's on the back of Joe, who's on the back of Nicolo.
Watch the
so
Williams.
Everyone's going for a bit of Nicolo there. Let's see Williams late braking. Just nice. Get some car stop.
Very nice move there. J. Cole on the back of Carl Meds for second place in this race. And unfortunately, he's caught him in a bad place.
Yeah, this is not an opportunistic place to try and overtake here. But let's see, can he do it? Up the hill they come. Blessed place just sit behind, potentially try one up the inside into Mirabeau here. That could be an opportunity here, but let's see, it's going to be an opportunity here. Up the inside, he's already got alongside. Now down the inside, can he get the car stopped? Yes, he can. Ferrari tries to put up a fight, but can't do anything on those aging tyres. And Cam, oh God!
What's happened? Oh, we got him.
Cam has flipped it on my screen.
Watch Joe on Nicolo as well. There's a fight going on here. This is a real train. Look at this. Nicolo is holding all these guys up.
And Cam's just ahead of these guys as well. The Cam, who's not in this race on my screen, he's retired, it looks like here. But look, he's just pushing him here. He's had enough of the Ferrari. He's going to come through, I feel here. Let's see Slipstream. He's going to do it down into the chicane. So we'll do it chicane, not if he hits the wall. Second two.
Oh, Mr. Skies. Oh, he's crashed on the exit of the tunnel. Bits of debris flying everywhere. Oh dear. How did we miss that one?
There, he's hitting the wall there on the left. I think there must have been contact there because he was right behind Joe. So there must have been contact. There's Cam in the wall as well out of this race.
Cam's still in the race, actually, for me.
He's in the wall for me.
He's currently P9 in the middle of this train.
Yes, he's currently, well, he's in the wall again now, but now he's teleported. He's not going well here. Cam's being a bit laggy for me.
Nicolo has got the widest Ferrari in existence. Joe cannot find a way past here, and watch in the background the Haas having a look on Cam as well. On the way up into Matinee, Joe is popping one down the outside of the casino square.
And I think the Haas is going into the wall. Yeah, the Haas has got damage, I think, a little bit there. Now he's stuck there.
Cam's hit the wall.
Racer trying to come through. Cam's in the wall yet again. They're struggling there, but what a little move there. And you can see that Ferrari trying a very audacious strategy here. Definitely not paying off so far. Now let's see, is Racer close enough to Chopper here?
Watch Chopper though.
A bit too far back.
Chopper on Cam, down the inside of the Nouvelle Chicane. Cam holds it on the outside. Racer around the outside of the Nouvelle Chicane, could squeeze him into the wall.
Oh, into the wall. And Robo through the middle. Cam is in the wall again on my screen. So definitely a decent hit.
Yep, massive. He is in the US, so Huberto finally comes in on those 13 lap old super softs. Probably would have suspected he could go a bit further. It looks like he's got wing damage. That might be one of the reasons he's coming in, and it is one of the reasons he's coming in.
Up front, though, it is Richard and Jacob leading this race, though, but not by much, though. 2 seconds, and of course, Richard there just behind Cam, who's now leading this race on my screen, so it's all gone horribly wrong there.
Yeah, Rich is 9 and a bit seconds behind J. Cole.
Joe, meanwhile, trying to get past Carpy here, trying up the inside of the Portier. That's not going to work. One and 2 yellow flags.
It's Trench Gun.
Trent's gone off there, and he's hit the wall there down there into
Casino Square.
Casino. It is, and out of this race there, so he's rather beats it there in that wall. Yeah, Joe can't get past it, and he's getting a bit fed up. 2 yellow flags again, so someone else has gone off now. Contact into the chicane there, and that's Racer losing a bit of front wing, I think, as well, and his teammate. Oh, and Chopper's in the wall. Chopper's lost his front wing. He's got no steering.
Oh!
Straight into the wall. Horrible accident here. Oh, dear God.
It's always going to happen. Gets it spun back round. Well, sort of. Huberto might end up in a bit of a pickle here.
Toro Rosso here, both of them in the pits. They both got damage. That's the worst thing you can see.
And who's got the double? YRS is going to suffer the double stop. This is going to be absolute pain. It's going to be painful for Y-Racer here. He's going to have to wait, and now Y-Racer pulled into his box. He's going to have to wait for the front wing to come. That's an absolute age. Up front, J. Cole on the back of Ritson.
Indeed, and that's going to drop them right down the back, like you say, yeah. And I think Ritson, is he going to come in?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Perfect for J. Cole.
Tails out of it.
I watch for Carl Meds. He's probably going to come in as well. Follow Ritson. Nope, he's going to stay out.
Down. We're going to see any of the other drivers coming from.
Now, where's Ritson going to come out, actually?
He should come out, actually. He'll come up behind Joe. He'll come out ahead of Joe, but behind Ritz. So he's going to be 4th.
He's gone on to the Super Softs. Right, so he's going to go to the end. He has pretty much come out in a net P3 at this point.
Yeah, because Cole yet to stop. Good point. Good shout as well. That's Oob. So yet to stop. Carpy and Nicolo there in 6th and 7th. There is everyone suddenly drops down position there. Robo down in P11 right now, of course. He's stuck behind Cam on my screen, and oh dear God.
Right, Cam is actually in P8 fighting with Nicolo, in case you wanted to know.
Right. Well, right now he's, leading this race on my screen again, so, yeah,
that's decent.
Oh my God! Oh dear. That's not a good place to... He's really gone... Oh dear, he's upside down. Well, right, it's gone from worse to worse with Cam here. Oh, he's going to get T-boned. Oh, no.
Carl Med's in. Now, the gap we want to be watching is the one between himself and Ritson. Oh, and it's going to be a slow stop because he's got a new front wing. So Ritson is going to take third in this race. And that is a good strategy from the McLaren team. Now Rich, he is on my screen. He's on the graphics. He's telling us super sauce, but it's looks like he's on ultras. And oh, we've had a car on the wall. Ryan Berry in the Sauber, I think, has been in the wall. And there's going to be some serious carnage here between Chopper and Y Racer as they got lapped by J. Cole. And Cam on Nicola are still fighting it out there. Joe's into the pit lane. And oh God!
Oh, no.
Chopper has gone into the wall hard in the swimming pool. That was a huge crash.
Oh, yes, it really is. He's hit the outside wall, looks like. I didn't see it there, but I'm too busy preoccupied looking at a car. He's currently upside down.
Y Racer's back into the pit lane again. He hit the wall and to back, came onto the track, and Chopper, I think, had nowhere to go.
Oh, what drama we've got here in Monte Carlo then. 20 laps to go, by the way, in this race. So we've only just got to halfway point of this race now, and we've still got half of it to go. Well, lap 19 of 39, and off goes Carthy.
Oh, no.
Into the wall at the last corner. That's the worst place you want to be there. He's going to do a whole lap. He's lost half the front wing. That is going to be a long track home.
Now Cam is now in P5. He hasn't made a stop yet. Remember, he started last. I know he can't see it, but he's P5, and Coley's right in the back of him. Got a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. That's 4. No reason.
That is, from my screen, Cam, who's now in the wall again. But of course, he's not in the wall for you, but he's in the wall for me.
Yeah, now Jay Carty, bit of a disaster there. He's put it in the wall, and his championship rival, Huberto's right up behind him. So
you
Huberto,
want to be very careful here. So this is going to be very careful. You'll have to let him through here. This is going to be dangerous, of course. He's going to go up the inside either way.
Up the inside, and he doesn't fight it. So Huberto goes through, and he needs to maximise his points haul as much as possible. His trench gun is out. Jay Carty's not out, but Huberto is not. If he scores 10 points, he goes equal at the top of the table. So he needs to find a few more positions there.
Carty jumps in then. That'll be a new wing in that pass. Let's see, the order so far is Jay Cole leading from Ritson, Carl. And then it's Cole here, Roberto, Joe, Carthy there in P9, Robo now in P9, Carthy down to P10, Nicolo, Ry Racer, and Ryan. Out of this race, Chopper, Trent's Gun, Sky, Farf, King, and Chill Drive. Yeah,
just to put in, you forgot about Cam. I know you can't see him, but he's P5 currently. He hasn't stopped. He's done 19 laps on those super softs. So he's going to probably bang on a set of the hyper softs maybe at the end. Oh, he's hit the wall on the way out of Portier, and Coley goes through without much trouble. And watch for Huberto as well. He closed up really quickly on them, actually. So Huberto and Cam, I think, moves out of the way for him. So Huberto goes into 6th place.
Indeed, we might have to do the same for Joe, who's going to come up right behind him.
So
I can't see him, but I'm sure the audience can, of course. Right now, for me, he's currently just going backwards around the circuit. He is now driving backwards on my screen. Now he's just teleported all the way into turn 2. This is interesting.
Well, Huberto needs one more position. He needs to get into 5th to tie at the top of the table with Chill Drive. But either way, if he finishes where he is, he'll bring the gap down to 2 points.
Indeed, an incredible achievement here, going towards the next couple of races across Canada. Next on the calendar, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you are correct. And Joe now trying to get past Cam. Cam's got wing damage. He's just falling back down the field, and he's on 20-lap-old super softs. So Joe goes past 3-lap-old ultra softs. Not really a fight.
Gap up front, by the way, 10 seconds. So that it really is showing how well J. Cole is doing in this race. 10 seconds to Ritz now. Cole, only 3 seconds, so 17 seconds actually. Ritz and only 3 seconds behind Ritz, so lots of R's currently there in P2 and 3.
Yeah, you have to remember that J. Cole has got a 3-second time penalty as well. So he can't let that gap close down. Which it is doing.
Very, very slowly going down.
But Ritson is on the freshest tyres here. He's on for 3rd place.
Okie dokie, we've got a car in the wall there, and I think that is that is gone off somewhere. Yellow flag's flying.
It's a slow car, but yeah, I think it might be Joe. It could have been Joe actually. I'm not too sure on that one. Let's have a look at the points table just quickly. Quickly having a look. So, yeah, Ritson is in 3rd. Hasn't had a podium at all this season. He's come close.
Look at Joe. So, sorry to interrupt you. Look at Joe here. He's right at the back of Roberto here. So, he's caught very quickly all of a sudden here. And he's actually already having a little look here into some of the corners here. So, Joe, all of a sudden now deciding he doesn't want Roberto to be in P6. He'd rather be in P7. I think he's going to have a good opportunity here into turn 1. So, let's see. Is he close enough to do up the inside? No. Has to back off. Try and get a good exit, doesn't do it. Let's see though, where's an opportunity though? Up the hill, gets a good speed there. Cam gets a time penalty there.
Yep.
Just sitting behind now, just take the patient game, don't want to hit the wall.
Almost
I
does.
say that. Yeah, almost puts the commentator's cousin. Blue flags flying around the circuit as well in this battle here, so someone's going slowly.
Yeah, it looks like it could be one of the Saubers. See, yeah, Joe was on 5-lap-old ultra softs, so these are much fresher tyres than Huberto, and I think he's going to be down into the Nouvelle Chicane potentially.
Let's see, up the inside, is he going to try it? No, has to back off. Just sitting behind here, let's see, Huberto gets a 3-second time penalty there, I believe, as well as Jaco. So, penalties are for some reason popping up everywhere. In the wall there goes Joe, and that's a bit of damage there slightly. He almost taps the wall on the exit, runs wide there.
Oh, he's all over the place.
Yeah. Dirty airship around this circuit, it's just costing them heaps of time.
Yeah, it's definitely going to cost them. DRS doesn't really do much either. So we have a grand total of 1 DRS zone.
And it's not very much on the straight, it's on the corner technically. No real straights around Monte Carlo. All of them little twists and little turns. I think the only straight you'll ever get is going to be down here. Is again in the wall goes Joe. He's stuck here behind Roberto. He just cannot get past. The tyres are going off the cliff, it looks like. They're just getting far too warm here. And like we've seen so many times around Monte Carlo, you get stuck behind and you just ruin your race here.
Absolutely.
And meanwhile, on my screen, I'm into P4. So is he actually P4? I think.
No, he's P11. He has made his stop.
So he has made it stop. Now he's P4 for me, so it's going from bad to worse. Alberto still driving like a bus there in front of Joe, who's just trying to come through every opportunity he can. He's trying to pressurize Alberto into that critical mistake here, but you can see, getting the rear end out here, getting again rear out, taps the wall again, and this is getting a little bit frustrated here. I think he might try and make a silly little lunge somewhere soon.
Yeah. Now, that Toro Rosso behind is a lapped car. However, it could get in the mix here. Oh, he's got a penalty. Joe just picked up a penalty through turn 1 there.
So both of them have penalties now, so still a battle going on here.
Whoa! Good save. Can he hold it together? I don't know how he's done that, but fair play.
sideways action here at Monaco, and they're all proving one for all that the Monte Carlo rally is exactly what Formula 1 needs right now.
Yes. So, we're on lap 26 of 39. We're getting there. Gap in front is 10.2. And did you say...
even now, hasn't it, Soup, actually? It's not going up, but it's not really going down, but it's, in fact, he's going up. Oh, in the wall goes Joe. And, well, has he got that damage on that Mercedes there and maybe got away with it? Might be heavy green.
Yeah.
It's not going up down a run right now, so he's going to be lucky.
Yeah. So, did you say J. Cole picked up another penalty?
For me, it looked like he had a penalty that came up, but I'm not too certain. I'll have a quick check.
Yeah, have a quick check. See what we're dealing with. So, J. Cole now, Super Softs are 17 laps old, and they're going to be getting into that kind of uncomfortable position, as we saw Cam only manage 20 laps on them. So he might have to bang on a set of Hypersofts towards the end if he can't make them last. And Rich's tyres are about 2 laps younger, and Ritson is definitely probably going to be set to go to the end. His tyres are almost about 8 laps younger than the guys up front. Ritson, I think, might be dealing with some wing damage potentially on the left hand side, but he is he's kind of keeping the same gap to Rich. He's not closing in. He's about 3 seconds drift. And
off again goes dear. Goes my laggy car that you can't see, but he's gone into wall again. That's not a good place to be. Dear, this could be horrible. Oh dear. Oh.
Right.
Oh God.
Penalty situation.
That's not gone well. Penalty situation is there's lots of penalties. There's about 100 of warnings, and it's very long. I could read through it. Oh, this goes on forever.
Well, just try and pick out our 3 leaders.
Well, I can work out that they've all got 3 second time penalties.
Okay.
So penalties for everyone, in other words.
Yeah. Can I just say, actually, we haven't really noticed him, but Carl Meds is in 4th, genuinely. And he has come... Oh, Joe's out!
Joe out of the race there. He's gone off into the wall. He's hit the wall there. So maybe was that contact of her person. They were very close coming down to that corner. So even now he's hit the outside one as he bounded into it.
Yeah. Wow. Anyways,
safety car low.
As we were saying, Carl Meds is 4th. He's up. He started in 13th. And he's now in 4th, and all the rest of these guys up about 7 positions. Cam also started last. He's now in the points as a result of all this carnage.
Well, you can just see though what can happen though when you get clean air, a nice stop, a nice strategy, and it's really paid off for him here. Can he go to the end of this race? He's got another 11 laps to go.
Ooh,
and let's see if he can do it.
Huberto's right on the back of Coley here.
Yeah,
and this is a crucial position, by the way. If he gets into 5th, he will tie on points at the top of the championship with Chill Drive.
Indeed, that question is though, can he get up to 5th? He's got quite a while to go.
Coley's got a penalty.
There, and that's a penalty. So they're both very even on penalties there, and Joe has rather and utterly pulled out of that. That's Ryan now going to come through eventually and get P12, so he's going for a nice quiet drive. Almost down to 10 runners in this race. So they're dropping like flies now.
Yeah, Y-Racer needs to be careful not to get involved here. Oh, Huberto's in.
Oh, Huberto in. So
right,
that's
interesting.
an odd stop there. Let's be tight. Is he going to go for a new wing or something there? Is that a wing I see down at the end of that pit lane? I think so.
No, it's not. So it's a scheduled stop, and it's going to be the Ultrasofts. So, yeah, a little mix-up in strategy here. Because I think the top guys are going to have to stop again. Because
indeed, they may do.
if Huberto's pitting this early, that's a really interesting call, actually. So obviously he thinks, well, RoboJeep's definitely going to stop again because those hypersofts are not going to last, maybe. But these guys are right on the edge with these super softs up front here.
Well, only time will tell soon where if they pit. Now, Huberto here's got a lap car Ryan to come through. Ryan Racer gets a 3-second time penalty here. This is getting out of the way. There he is, gets out of the way quite nicely there. So now here we've got Nicolo going to come through and back Ryan as well. And G. Carthy's got a penalty there for just sitting behind in the Haas.
Right, so
Gap on front opening.
this race isn't over. We're going to yellow flag at second.
Huberto spun it!
He spun it!
Huberto spun it in the middle of the field!
Oh, that's a disaster. That's exactly what he didn't need. Now he's broken his wing. And
a 4-point turn later, gets on his way.
So much for maximising points gain. He's now down in 10th. Whoa, that was lag. Hold it together, game.
Yeah, it comes through the lead there. He almost got caught out in that, by the way. He was right inside the back of Carthy's Haas. Out of the way goes the Ferrari. This could be an opportunity here for the Haas here.
Huberto's got bypassed.
Close.
So Cam's let him through, actually.
There's interesting stuff going on there.
Nicolo and Jay Carty.
Yeah, and trying up the inside there. Les the leader. He's just sitting ahead, saying, "Don't do something silly, boys. Don't hit me, please." He's probably shouting.
Okay, Nicolo.
Well, that's one penalty.
That's an interesting line.
It's one way of getting a penalty through the corner over the curve. But either way, good to see all the drivers and everyone following us on the stream. By the way, good to see comments all coming through. And don't forget, by the way, to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're new as well, and keep up to date as well.
Yeah, of course. So, Huberto, bit of a disaster. Tried a bit of an audacious strategy and just kind of bottled it.
Indeed, didn't really pay off for him here. Now we've got to look at Jake Harvey here. He's trying to get past Nicolo now. So he's on the attack, and let's see if the old attack dog can come through in any way. Can he bite the rear end of that Ferrari in his American car? We only find out in a little while. Running out of laps though, aren't we?
We're definitely running out of laps. And J. Cole's got to manage the tyres now. Got to be careful, because I think Rich is actually on ultras, because it's showing up on the graphic that he's super soft, but on my screen he is on ultra softs. I'm not sure what your screen is telling you.
I'll have a quick check. Actually, he is on the super softs.
Okay, that's confirmed, so the graphic is correct. Right. So RoboJeep's done 15 laps on hyper softs, which is a pretty long stint on those, and he's in. So that's about as much as he can do on those tyres. Cam, 3-second penalty.
So that's not gone well for him then. Multiple warnings there as he just spins off of my screen into a wall.
No, he's fine on my end.
Nicolo rather holding up her cover here. This is a trend here, though I say that. Now he's got a good run here. Is he going to go up the inside? He's going to be forced to the outside.
Watch for RoboJeep. Watch for RoboJeep.
3 wide. Oh, just covers him off here. And Huberto's back at it again. So there we go.
Oh.
This is going to tears a roll off. Oh, dear.
How did RoboJeep... Oh, no.
They're still crashing.
They're still crashing. They're still crashing. They're still crashing.
And Randy goes. And, well...
Oh, boys.
What can you say? Oh, dear.
Huberto back up to 7th.
That there is a very unhappy Toro Rosso.
I mean...
Well, that was an interesting accident.
Yeah, that was the longest crash I've ever seen. Now, RoboJeep spinning it back around, getting it going. No! Oh no! We're still crashing.
We're still having an accident.
Ryan's slamming into the back of him.
And down the inside goes the Sauber, and now Ryan's out.
11 drivers left. Yellow flag at sector 3. Nicolo's out. Oh no! Oh, boys. 10 drivers left.
Oh, well. I predicted 10 drivers. Where's he gone off though? That is a question. I cannot see where he's gone off the road.
I think it might have been into back.
Exit of the tunnel.
I'll just see. Right on board with Robo Jeep's AI. It's going extremely slowly. I think it's the exit of the tunnel, yeah. There's bits of debris, so it was the exit of the tunnel, yeah. Right, Huberto with wing damage, still challenging Jay Carty here. And he's going to have a look at him potentially.
Let's see. Not really any opportunities to come through here. 5 and a bit laps to go. Lead 14 seconds up the road because Ritz got caught up in all that incident. By the way, he had to back off massively there because lucky he did, because otherwise God knows what would happen to his race. Definitely wouldn't be going the way it was. Let's see. I think Huberto here with his little downforce might be a bit quicker down a straight line. So let's see if he can try to come through anyway. We're understeering the wall if he's not careful though. No opportunities into these braking zones though. Might actually smash into the back of the Haas there. And McLaren trying to steer itself with its Popeye Orange livery.
Sector 2.
Someone else gone off.
Who's gone off there?
That?
Not sure.
I believe it might be Cam. I should say.
Oh, we're not too sure. It was momentary anyway.
Talking about Cam, he's currently in this battle here. Oh dear, oh, they've all gone underneath him.
Alright, Huberto, he's trying to maximise the points gain. He gets into 60, brings the championship gap down to two points.
This place is a long shot, of course.
Yeah. Right, so
just needs to be cautious. Don't want to hit the wall. Don't want to make a mistake. Anything can happen here. With just over 3 laps to go. I do remember, by the way, these drivers have done a very audacious pit strategy. Rye Race and Robo's out of this race, of course, but Rye Race at 4-stop. Some of these drivers 1-stop. G-Cole gets a penalty there, and that's this 6 seconds now, it looks like, I believe.
It's not going to affect him, really, because he's so far ahead.
No, never say never, no soup. He could make a mistake, could have issues. Those tyres definitely look very unhappy.
Yeah. Well, he's dominating, to say it the least. He's 15 seconds ahead of Rich, and I think I now put the call out: promote this guy immediately.
Indeed, it's still Huberto cannot pass Carthy here. He's still stuck behind the Haas. Well, you could say that Haas is being a little bit of a pain in the Haas. I had to say that one there, so I apologize for that. But he's just...
Oh, he hit him!
Well, never mind. Well, there we go. Well, I had to say it. Well, he had to go and overtake him immediately. So, well, I have to say that was a little bit too much of a pain then up the rear. As he goes into him.
And now Cam's kind of hanging back a little bit. He's right with them now.
And he is actually with him on my screen as well, so that's good to see.
Right.
Fifth place, sixth place, just got that by the lead. So we made about F1 being so spread out. Well, we got leader has just lapped 5th place.
Yep, that's about accurate.
He hasn't got a front wing, so that's not gone well. So Huberto could, but I mean very much could get that position, but they both have the same amount of damage. It is a 8-second gap, 2 laps to go, +1. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it might be close, but either way, Chill Drive looks like he is going to remain in the championship lead.
Indeed, 9 runners in this race. My prediction was bang on when I said 10 cars were going to not finish. Indeed they are.
Yep.
Harvey's coming back at Huberto here, low soup. He's not letting that car go.
Yeah, no, definitely not. He's looking as they go down the hill, but actually, tell you what, hell of a race from Rich. He's had a best finish of 5th this season. He's on for his first podium here.
Ryan gets a penalty. I forgot about Ryan. He's still in this race. Sorry, Ryan, you are actually in this race. You have still got 10 cars. Oh dear.
Sector 2, Sector 3. That is...
Right racer. Spun it there, it looks like.
Yeah, anyways, but Rich and Huberto, they're on course to keep their perfect record on of finishing every race this season. Sector 3, what is the issue? It may be.
Carthy, he gets a penalty there.
Yeah, now Cam's in the battle. He's right with them now. He could be a spanner in the works.
He could be a very big spanner in this works. 2 laps to go then. Here on Monaco, and let's see though, these guys don't have to do another lap course, so they're on their lap as well.
Yep. Oh, Jake Hardy's all over him as he run up the hill. There's no way through though.
Let's see though, never say never. Anything will happen though. You are especially running
He's
wide.
gonna sneak it. Oh,
contact.
Definite contact
look
there.
At Roberto here, just struggling. Look at Carthy and look at the background. Possibly, he's going to be a wild Cam.
He very much is there. He's about half a second off the back of Jake Hardy.
He goes into the wall there, struggling to get the car going. He's got to do it though as the leader. Now comes on to begin his last lap in just a brief moment.
Yeah, who is leading by almost 20 seconds. Put him in ILR3 please, even ILR2.
Indeed, definitely an impressive drive into the wall goes the Haas, and that almost ended in tragedy.
Yeah, this is actually almost like real life F1 because 5th place is 52 seconds off of the car in 4th. And Carl Meds, an awesome job to be in 4th right now.
Indeed, kept it clean, kept himself out of trouble just when he needed to. I say that, he did hit the wall then, so either way, just keeping himself in the right conditions at the right time and the right opportunity, and it's paid off brilliantly for him here. And let's see, though, his Carthy still trying to come for Roberto, but it looks to be in vain.
Yeah, Jake Cole under the tunnel. Sector 2, there is a problem. Oh, it's Y Racer. He's got it going again. Interesting place to lose it.
Yeah, spun it off on the exit there. Couldn't get the car stopped, of course, in time.
Anyways, back to the front. J. Cole. His debut was last race in Spain. Well, actually, no. Well, yeah. No, never mind. It wasn't. It was back in Bahrain. Finished second there. He won last time out in Spain, and he's about to go back to back here in Monaco. He comes through the final corner. The most prestigious race on the calendar is going to go to J. Cole in the Renault. He wins the Monaco Grand Prix by a margin of 21 seconds. Rich is going to come through to take his first podium. It looks like as he holds it together through the final sector. Keeping an eye on this battle between Huberto and Jake Hardy. Looks like Huberto's going to hold on as they come to the line. It looks like it is.
Let's see.
And let's see how penalties work this out. Cam finishes 7th from the back of the grid. That's a brilliant drive.
Indeed.
Ritson on the podium. Unbelievable.
Roy's going to get P10, by the way, ahead of Ryan. So Ryan, it hasn't gone well. But either way, does a good job.
Yeah. But yeah, your podium is J. Cole, Rich, and Ritson. Followed by Carl Meds, who goes 2 4th places in a row. Coley in P5. Huberto finishes 6th, which brings the championship gap from 10 points to 2 points. So that was really a crucial race for him there. And Cam finishes 7th from last.
Indeed, an incredible drive. They're just waiting for Ryan to finish, who will finish now.
Yeah, and that's it. Monaco Grand Prix. And this was actually Coley's first race as well, P5 in his debut. Probably the hardest place to have a debut.
Indeed, even Raylo does a good job.
There it is, J. Cole, 2 wins in a row. And we move on to Canada, another street track next week.
I wouldn't call it a street circuit, but
that's pretty much
it's a very tight and narrow circuit. But in terms of the championship, we'll have a little check on that. I believe we get a little check. This the championship there goes down a little bit now to just 7 points. Which, no, 2 points. So I'm being.
I have said this about 5 times.
Well, when I say 7 points, I mean 3rd. There is very close indeed. So the championship is going down. And
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting now from the next couple of races.
and it looks like Rich was the only guy to get through without penalties. So he's managed that. And Carl Meds 13th on the grid to 4th. Huberto up from 11th. Cam, brilliant drive. 19th to 7th. Jake Hardy 16th to 8th. All these guys kept out of trouble. And look at that big long list of DNFs, including your championship leader.
Indeed, incredible that. But either way, the final word, Soup.
Well, we head to Canada. The championship gap now lies at 2 points. Crucial race. And no sign of the safety car, unfortunately. Big crashes, lots of action. And we hope that you will join us next week in Canada. And of course, tune in on Sunday for the top tiers of ILR2 and ILR1. ILR2 back to its normal time of 7 p.m. So we hope we shall see you then. And have a good day and good night.